Designed for the Kamuzu University Teaching Hospital campus, this project develops a series of pedestrian pathway markets throughout the campus in order to create a network of unique commerce opportunities for locals, residents, students, workers, and visitors. This is the order in which I worked to develop this project and the order for how I will be presenting its contents. By utilizing unique and efficient characteristics from the existing roadside market typology of Malawi and combining those characteristics with additional elements that adhere to the goals and policies of the KUTH vision, a resilient market and circulation system was created for the campus. In order to better understand the Malawian roadside market typology that exists throughout the country, I studied and analyzed the most critical characteristics of this typology. These characteristics shown here will be prioritized in the new market design so that the vernacular familiarity and functionality of these markets is maintained. My intentions for how I will be adapting the roadside market typology can be understood by these three categories, which when combined will develop a resilient system of markets for the campus. By breaking down each of these three categories further, I was able to identify the design and operation solutions that need to be implemented into the new market system in order to create a network of markets that best fits the goals and policies of the campus. Under the umbrella of health, interventions will focus on improving the sanitation of serving spaces, waste management and treatment, food storage, water management and sourcing, avoidance of cross-contamination of food, and providing users with public amenities. Equity will address the interventions that provide vendors with equal and fair access to customers, affordable prices for both vendors and customers, no overhead fees for stalls option for vendors, variety of products and services within the markets, and strategically placed stalls to optimize commerce opportunities. Because each of these markets doubles as a pedestrian shortcut, all of the vendors will have equal access to potential customers as they walk along the pathway. The final category of intervention focuses on the physical safety of its users. The roadside market typology, as it is today, runs parallel to the main roads. In order to avoid traffic congestion and improve pedestrian safety for the conditions of the system, all of the market pathways will be located perpendicular to the main roads. These pathways will be utilized because they will be cut through various parts of the campus to provide pedestrians with shortcut opportunities as they are walking to their destinations. Additional safety measures will be implemented into the design of the market by ensuring that all areas are well lit, that the markets operate on scheduled hours of operation, that there are lockable storage units and stalls, and that the site is designed to avoid erosion through the surface materials and drainage strategies. After setting the rules and regulations for how these markets will be designed, I analyzed the KUTH Campus Master Plan to understand the existing circulation system as well as the programs that will be served by the individual markets. The shortcut pathways that these markets would be placed on will be strategically organized to provide the campus with more pedestrian pathways that will allow the circulation system to flow more smoothly. The programs primarily operate within various zones. There's a residential zone, hospital zone, social zone, center of excellence zone, and a formalized commerce zone. The hours of operation explain what user groups are most active at the various times of day and days of the week within the zones. The different markets are called out in the master plan on the left, and their correlating hours of operation and market types are identified as well. The collages on the right display what will be sold or what services will be provided in the two types of markets. For this next portion of the presentation, I will be focusing on developing a prototype design for the hospital zone of this campus. This market is designated as a daytime variety market, serving students, visitors, and caretakers, and a weekday food market to serve hospital workers, visitors, students, caretakers, and locals. The primary pathway is divided in two to optimize circulation flow and provide the site with a centralized French drainage trench that controls water runoff and provides the site with vegetation to give shade to its users. The market stalls and amenities are located along both sides of the pathway. Plazas are created to provide customers with places to sit, eat, and socialize. The two different styles of market stalls can be seen in this plan here. There are larger open-air pavilions where daily vendors can set up shop. Adjacent to these spaces will be a cold storage facility and a produce washing station for vendors to use. Within the same site, there are also closed stalls for single vendors where they can set up a permanent shop that can be locked when not in use. The pathways and markets shown here are adaptable, so they can be placed and adjusted to fit into the context that it is being set into in order to create a setup that will benefit the site the most. In section, you can see the setup of these pathways and how the market spaces are elevated slightly up onto another platform. This brings more focus for the users to be drawn into these elevated spaces, while also placing separation between the pedestrians who are just walking and the pedestrians who are stopping to shop, avoiding congestion and disruption to the flow of circulation. The drainage trenches are placed throughout the site to provide ample opportunities for drainage during the rainy seasons. The building sections on the bottom present the market stalls in use. The open-air pavilion on the left has various activities occurring within its space, and the closed stall on the right allows vendors to store their products with opportunity to display their inventory for customers to see. The materials selected for both the site and the buildings in each market were curated to be as affordable, sustainable, and locally sourced as possible. The idea for this program is to provide the spaces for locals to fill in order to make it their own community markets. Guidance toward the success of these markets will be implemented through the organization of the program's elements within the site. This network of pedestrian pathway markets will allow the Kooth campus to develop a commerce system that welcomes the community to a space where culture and community are celebrated. Health, safety, and equity can be seen in the various design elements within the system and will provide the campus with a resilient and innovative solution to open-air markets within Malawi